Have we ever truly thought about our brothers and sisters in Sumatra are doing today? Have they fully recovered or they are still struggling to rebuild their life after floods that struck months ago? Hi, I'm Nurul Inayah Aulia, and I'm proudly representing State University of Makassar from Faculty Economic and Business. And today, I would like to share a reflection on floods in Sumatra as prolonged humanitarian challenge. As we know, in reality, while public attention has slowly shifted elsewhere, many communities in Sumatra are still trying to rise even after almost 4 months later. And we know when the water recedes, what remains is not relief but uncertainty. Home are damaged, livelihood are disrupted, and access to clean water and health services is still limited. Emergency aid might arrive quickly, but long-term recovery often moves too slowly. This tells us something important things that the core problem is not only about the flood itself, but how we manage recovery afterward. Floods in Sumatra are closely linked to structural issue that is poor drainage system, environmental degradation, and development that ignores the risk. When these factors are combined, disaster turn into prolonged humanitarian crisis. One issue is often overlooked is water management and irrigation system. In many flood-affected areas, irrigation channels are damaged or poorly maintained. As a result, farmers cannot return their agricultural activity, even the worsening after flood ends. Water, which should support recovery, instead become a source of loss. This shows that water management is not only talk about how to access clean water, but how it sustains livelihood and resilience. What community needs is not more temporary assistance, but a system that can restore dignity and more independence. So what should we do to contribute and support our brothers and sisters in Sumatra today? First, recovery efforts must prioritize livelihood restorations. Farmers, informal workers, and small business owners need to tools, capital, and short-term employment opportunities, not just food aid. Second, clean water and sanitation must become essential recovery priorities. Without it, health risks will continue and productivity cannot return. Third, local government must move from reactive response to community-based preparedness and involving residents with early warning system and risk mapping. This approach can reduce losses and strengthens resilience. In conclusion, floods in Sumatra challenge us to rethink development itself. Progress should not only be measured how fast we grow, but how fairly and how quickly people can stand up again after disaster. But real change does not always start with big action. It starts with small, consistent steps. We can start by staying aware, by caring beyond the headlines, and by contributing in simple ways through education, advocacy, and by support affected communities. So, and in doing so, we are not only contribute for communities, but our shared global commitment that is Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs number 1, no poverty by economic recovery communities, and SDGs number 6 by clean water and sanitation by true better water management, and the last one by SDGs number 11 by sustainable cities and communities through more resilience and more confident encouraging. And perhaps real change start when we choose to not look away. I think that's enough for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.